Hey, what are you doing in here? You trying to steal food? Well, I've got your attention. I'm going to talk to you about today's, or this evening's camping trip. Today I'm going to go to Southsea Seafront. Now, I like Southsea Seafront because they have a parking time of 6 p.m. in the evening till 8 next day, which is when they don't charge, which is quite generous of the council. And it means you can get there nice and early, and 8 a.m. the next day. That's kind of a lie-in. So let's get to it. Oh, and get out my fridge. So this is home for the night. Fortunately, not the best of views, but you can't always get a good view, although that'd be nice. You can't always get an amazing view, but you know, it's not bad. While we got some small amount of light left, shall we take a walk along the beach? So here we are again at the beach. Love the beach. There's quite a few places I love going. The beach is definitely up there. I love the sound of the sea coming in. It's so therapeutic. Such a beautiful feeling. There's a few places you can go to get this atmosphere, but it is one of the few places you can look at and be as close to nature as you can get in this modern age. Close to the natural world, shall I say. With when you look out to sea, there's very little technology. And it feels so good. And it is, for me, very moving. It's one of the reasons why I do this. There's more to it than just this, but it's certainly a big chunk of it. It's beautiful. I'm going to go for a bit of a walk, and then I'm going to go back in to Lily, which is my car, by the way. My daughter names her Lily. Today's dinner is meatballs in rich gravy. Does it matter how much money they have? They're poor or rich, I'd eat them the same. So yeah, so that's marvellous. That's my dinner, and then I'm going to follow it up with well, pretzel crush. They taste gorgeous. They're a bit hard to chomp on, but they taste gorgeous, and that's going to be my like little snacky after dinner snacky. So moving on, nothing much to see here. It's just stirring the thingy because there's no cooking involved, and then shoving it in my mouth. But just a little snippet in case you're interested. So I'm washing up and I'm not going to show you washing up every single week because that would be kind of boring. The reason I switched it on now, started filming now, is because I thought of something quite interesting, which is that last week I was washing up and I forgot my washing up liquid, and I forgot my little sponge that I use to wash up with. So I just decided to do it with my hands. You know, just quickly do it with my hands, just to get the muck off, so that it's not smelling up the car or anything, or drying out. And then when I get home, chuck it in the dishwasher, which is exactly what I did. And it made me think when I was leaving the house today, and I thought, oh, I must remember the dishwasher, the washing up liquid. I must remember the sponge. I thought, actually, you know what? It's much easier just to use my hands with hot water, get the muck out just by hand, get all the sauce and the guff out by hand, and then when I get home I just chuck it in the dishwasher and wash it properly and sterilise it a bit as well. And that's a lot easier. And it made me think, all these years I've been doing this, and then I think that I do that, and then think, oh, actually that's a better way of doing it, like have an accident by forgetting stuff, and think that's a better way. And it just goes to show that after all this time of doing it, that you're still learning stuff, you're still tweaking stuff and moving stuff around that's to make it better, and in my case realizing it's better not to bring something that's extra, somewhere to have somewhere to hang out the sponge to dry it out, and then I've got to store the washing up liquid, and that just saves me a lot of hassle, just to do this by hand and then chuck it in the dishwasher when I get home. It's a lot easier as long as I remember to bring it back. So yeah, that just goes to show after years and years, you're always tweaking and always thinking and always changing stuff and always moving stuff around to get it better and stuff like that. And yeah, and even now after doing this, I've been doing this maybe a couple of years now, car camping, and there's always something you're tweaking and messing around, and you think you've got there, and then you think of something better, and you think everything's as it should be, and you think of something better, and it just hit me today after deciding to change that routine that well, actually that's a better way to do it. It just hit me that actually, you know, you're always learning, and you can always learn from someone else, and you can always change things for the better, and it's always a work in progress, or at least it feels like that. So to make the experience as good as possible, why not keep thinking all the time and keep trying to improve and finding things that you didn't like very much, and you change it to make it better, and make the experience as fulfilling as possible. So that mistake just got the cogs turning and thinking that you know, it's always a work in progress. And I'm always happy to hear your comments about things you might do yourself better, or if any of this is helping you. It's always happy to hear your comments, and just let me know what you think. So it's just my little thought of today, and yeah, let me know what you think. I'll see you later. Perfect. So, always trying to do things on a budget because there's loads of things I want, and I haven't got enough money to go around, so I have to pick priorities. And the other day, I took the camera to the beach, and it was really windy, and you could barely hear anything. And I thought, I think I need some sort of muffler for the mic for my phone, because I do all this on my phone. And I went online, and there are about sort of 20 little furry things that slide over the top of your phone, about 20 to 30 pounds depending on. And I thought, yeah, it's not terribly expensive, but when I want so many other things, is that an area I want to spend on? So I sort of mulling it over. And then one day my wife was shopping online, and she said to my daughter, I'm going to buy you some new sponges or would you like some new sponges for your bath? And I just went, boom, light bulb. So I took the sponge that she was going to be replacing to buy new ones, and I cut it in half. So there was another half to this. She was like that big. And I cut it in half. And then I hollowed the middle out. And because I'm filming on my phone, I can't show you. But the idea is it goes on the end of the phone where the mic is, and you pull it over like that. And now it has a nice spongy cover. The ones I was looking at were all furry as opposed to spongy, but I have seen sponge over microphones. So I know nothing about muffling. So I did take it to the beach today. There's hardly any wind today. You see it in earlier. There's hardly any wind, so I don't know really if it's done anything yet. I expect you to be able to hear wind still, but I don't know how effective that is. So, but just a little thing I tried. It's quite simple. Doesn't look very pretty, but you know, it's a sponge. It's a sponge. It's a sponge. But I hollowed out the middle, and that's how it sits quite happily. I've yet to see whether it works, and only future videos will tell us, because at the moment, as I say, it was hardly windy on the beach unusually. I'll check the footage later, but there was a wind, but it was moderate and it was not really gusty. So listening to it later, we'll be able to determine whether it did anything or not, because there wasn't much of a wind in the first place. But that's what I did. That's a nice little trick, and if you don't mind having a sponge on the end of your phone, it's a money saver. So cheers. And that's it. And that's it. Foxy, foxy. Oh, found something. Num num num. How cool is that? See you later. There's two of them. It's interesting what's going on in that bin. Sniff something in there. McDonald's. This is because of the bins not being emptied, they're full up. So, teeth brushed, in bed, the end of the night. It's a shame when the night has to end. But still have the morning. And so I guess all the rest left to say is good night. I'm toasty warm. It says it's going to be, my phone says it's going to be 6 degrees tonight, so not especially cold, not exactly warm, but my trusty duvet is going to be enough for tonight. Until we start getting to the really cold temperatures, this will do. So see you in the morning. Night. Good morning. It's 8:30. Oh no, it's nearly 7:30. I went to bed at 10:30, so I've had over what, 8 hours, 8.5 hours sleep. But I still feel really tired. I don't understand why. Is it because the more sleep you have, the more tired you feel? I don't know. But I'm so toasty warm and comfy, I just don't want to get up. That's the thing about having a proper mattress. So it's just like your bed at home. I don't want to wake up. Right. I don't know what I'm going to do first. Get a brew on, I think. And then get up. It's still dark outside. Then get up and perhaps have a final walk on the beach before I go home. I'll bring you back in a bit. I didn't film my end of the day walk because it's 5 degrees out there and the wind is blowing like an ice cold wind, and it was literally painful on my face, so I didn't film it. It was just a very short, quick walk across the beach. That's it for this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed myself. Winter or summer, it's so much fun. I really enjoy doing this, and I'll keep banging the videos out, winter or summer, all year round, and I'll catch you on the next video.